So, starting off with Baraka's notable normals, I guess we can start with back 2. This has a string of back 2, 1, 2. This is a safe string as it's 0 on block, as you can see in the bottom left. So, what this means is after this, you can backdash after and bait a down 1 or some sort of poke after. So there I have Kung Lao responding with a down 1, as you can see. So once I do back 2 on 2, you'll notice I can get away with a backdash. So once again, I can backdash after the string and then go for a whiff punish. Oops. Okay, so since the string's weird and... So there you go. You can backdash, and then once if you see them down 1, you can just backdash, or you can just preemptively go for a whiff punish. So that string you saw there was back 3 after I did the backdash, so we'll talk about that string. This is a 16 frame, or 13 frame normal. It is 14 frames on block, but you notice how it kind of like reels Baraka back? I haven't really seen many people punish this, but he also has an extension of 1, which is a high, as you saw Kung Lao poke me. So people can duck this, unfortunately. So this is what you're gonna mainly use for like a whiff punisher. If you see someone whiff, you can just use back 3, 1 and then launch them up in the air and go for your meterless damage. So you know, you can use this on block, but definitely just stagger with back 3 and try to use it from a decent range to where they can't punish you from. So next up is back 4, and surprisingly this is actually plus on block, and as you can see this is Baraka's sweep. This has pretty decent range and is good at like catching people just wiggling back and forth. Or if they're just trying to walk at you or walk away, you can walk at them and then, you know, try to hit them with a back 4, or even dash up and hit them with a back 4. But this is odd because it's plus 1 on block. So what that means is, since I already have Kung Lao programmed to a down 1, I can just show you this frame traps him. So if he tries going for a down 1, I can down 1 him first, and then I can go for my jailing pressure. Also, if you don't know what jailing pressure is, I will have a video linked right now, so you can go check that out. I just ask you finish this video, please. So again, sweep is not much but a poke, but if they happen to block it, you are plus. So make sure to take your plus frames. So next up is forward 3. This is a 28 frame overhead, sorry, 29 frame. It also launches, so if your opponent gets hit by it, you can go for a combo. And again, it is safe, so I have Kung Lao programmed to do a down 1, and I can block in time, so that's pretty good. But make sure not to try and mash after, because you just will get counter hit. But yeah, that's mainly what forward 3 is a launching overhead. It can also be a good whiff punisher. If you see someone whiffing a string, you can just hit them with the forward 3 and confirm off of it. And the last string I will be talking about is back 1, 2. This is a mid-mid. It does have a gap in it. So you can armor through it, but you can't, you know, press a button through it. But you can stagger it and go into like down forward 1. Down forward 1 is unsafe. So, you know, make sure you use a cameo. And this is where I'm going to suggest Cyrax, because Cyrax is probably the best cameo pair when it comes to Baraka, because he can literally just make anything Baraka does safe. So, even, you know, if you do back 1 and then go to confirm and do a launching down forward 2, and you see your opponent block it, you can just call Cyrax in. It is an overhead, so it should be able to, yeah, there we go. So if you do it right, Kung Lao has to respect the cameo. Now starting off with Baraka's special moves is his blade projectile. Now this isn't his blade spark. In this Mortal Kombat, he actually shoots his full-on blade out of his arm. That's why you can see kind of a stream of blood come out, because he's actually shooting the projectile out. So Baraka can be a decent zoner with this. You know, it's pretty fast, 19 frames for a projectile. It is a high, however, so people can duck it. The EX version, still a high, but the property with this move is it has dot, which is damage over time. As you can see, Kung Lao's health is just, you know, depleting, and it only lasts for like 3 seconds. But that's still good, you know, if you happen to hit your opponent with a projectile and then go for a combo, that's added damage. See, that did 185, which originally would only do... Okay, never mind. But still, that's added damage. It just didn't count properly. So yeah, again, feel free to use this as a zoning tool. Just be wary against characters like Scorpion and Smoke, as they can just teleport. So next up is Chop Chop, back forward 3. This will mainly be used as a combo ender. It has really good corner carry, probably the best corner carry out of any of his special moves. So if you like even need to get out of the corner, you can even like just go for a hit confirm and then go for like back forward 3 just so you're out of the corner. You don't really have to necessarily go for a big combo. It's also a really easy confirm to go into. It can also be enhanced on the last hit. So once he smacks Kung Lao on the ground, you can press block. Sorry. So if you press block on the last hit, you can even just kind of mash it. Baraka does an extra hit. I wouldn't say this is really worth the meter. It doesn't do too much extra damage. Maybe if it... Okay, it does 50 more damage, so it'd be worth it if your opponent is literally like on the last hit, and that bar will kill them. Otherwise, I think saving your meter for down forward 2, which launches, and just breaker is a better idea. So that leads me into down forward 2. This is a multi-hitting move that is mid, and then the last hit is overhead. And it is unsafe, so that's why you want to pair it with a good cameo that can cover Baraka. I don't know why he keeps... Maybe... Okay, so just make sure you cover it with a cameo that will protect Baraka. And again, you gotta time it right, otherwise Kung Lao can just jab or do something safe. So yeah, that's down forward 2 in a nutshell. Continuing down forward 2, I forgot this can be done in the air as well, and will be pretty much his main combo ender. So if you confirm into a back 3, you can like jump up and then do 1-4, down forward 2. Right there, I meter burned it, but either way, this is a really good combo ender and does extreme amount of damage. So last but not least is down back 1. This has different properties. When the opponent's grounded, it's a high overhead, and if they get hit by the last hit, it leaves them pretty much right next to Baraka. But the interesting property is on hit. If they're airborne and you do it, Baraka will go into this animation and then slam them down, and you'll actually get more damage, rather than if they just get hit by this. And the EX version adds a few more hits and kind of like, yeah, just adds more damage and tosses them right in front of Baraka. So either way, you get good Oki off this. And the broken thing about this move is if you pair it with Cyrax, you can do something like this. I messed it up, but you saw it in the very beginning, I'm sure, with the intro. But, yeah. Another broken thing is, I know this isn't part of his special moves, but his throw can also be comboed off of with Cyrax. A few characters can do this, so it's pretty OD. But he doesn't really get much damage off of it, only 20%. Still pretty decent, but not like, you know, life-threatening. So the timing is when you back throw, it's when Baraka stabs Kung Lao with his blades. So when he does that, that's when you want to tap cameo and call Cyrax in. And then that's when you can go for the jump in. Whoops. That's when you can go for the jump in 1-4. And then down forward 2 to end the combo, and that'll give you 22%. And that's pretty decent. So what is Baraka's game plan? He is a super rush down character that's kind of meant to play the footsies game and get you to whiff through either just like his movement, because his movement is ridiculous in this game, and through strings that provide spacing traps. So for example, like the back 2-1-2 I did, he can backdash since it's 0 on block, and then you can go for a whiff punish. I think you might even be able to do it with back 4. Yep, since we're +1, we can backdash and then go for you know, a back 3 whiff punish confirm, and then go for a combo from there. And eventually push the opponent towards the corner, because that is just where Baraka and Cyrax absolutely melt your health. So I'm sure you've already, yeah, again, the beginning clip, just extremely disrespectful to your opponent, but that's just, you know, what you get when you come across Baraka and Cyrax. So if this video was at all helpful and you liked it, consider leaving a like rating and subscribe for more guides like this. I will post maybe some Baraka matches later today or tomorrow, so that you have a better understanding of how to play him in a real match. But get out there and get some dubs with Baraka. This is Darkston signing out. Take care.